an inspirational destination where it is our mission to motivate, educate, and provide success tools for life, home, and business. It is our desire that these wisdom nuggets will take you from where you are now to where you ought to be. Here is your host, best-selling author, African Oscar-winning screenwriter, filmmaker, behavioral health and transformation interventionist, your vision midwife, the Princess of Suburbia, a sentimental nurse practitioner, Dr. Princess Fumi Hancock.
Well, hello everyone again. Hello in America, hello in Africa, of course my motherland, and of course hello in Europe, hello all over the world. This is your Princess in Suburbia speaking from Nashville, Tennessee. Of course, my name is Dr. Princess Fumi Hancock, and welcome to another episode of your 5-minute success blueprint. It is my hope in this 5 minutes that I will be able to provide you some wisdom nuggets that can thrust you from where you are to where you ought to be. So, what am I dealing with today? I want to talk about dealing with unfinished business. Dealing with unfinished business. Many of us walk around with unfinished business. Unfinished business with a broken down relationship, be it with parents who are long gone or are still alive, other family members, or even business partners who you think done you wrong. On today's episode, I want to share with you some tips on how to let go of the bitterness and anger, how to free yourself so that you can become a success story. So for many of you that have listened to my podcast, you know that I like to speak from personal experiences. And so for me, growing up in Africa, I got a chance to, even as an African princess, I got a chance to kind of live a little bit different from how other people live. But of course, at a very young age, I fell in love. And then I found myself transported to America, which was supposed to be kind of like a short term, but because my then boyfriend decided to stay in America, I too stayed behind. During the relationship, it was very tumultuous. It was to the point of abuse. It was incredibly painful. And because I'd come from a royal family, I did not want to go back home as a failure. I felt that, number one, they did not want me to do what I did. And so how could I not go back and tell them that I failed woefully at the marriage? There was a lot of things said at the marriage. There was a lot of deceit. There was a lot of incredible bitter times and painful times that I found myself one night even attempting suicide. But of course, all but the grace of God that kind of flashed the lives of my children if I was not alive. And at that point, I was at a bridge on Verrazano Bridge. I had my pedal pushed down when the Lord flashed the pictures and painted the pictures of what could happen to my children, who were then 1.5 and 2.5, if I was not in their lives. So I changed my mind and went back home and faced it. Now, I had this unfinished business for several years. I mean, when I talk about several years, I'm talking in the light of at least 10 years. And until recently, I had to really let go of the bitterness. I had to really allow myself to just heal, because I found out that as angry as I was, the other party was living his life. He was doing what he needed to do. He had remarried. He had all the children, while I soaked in my own bitterness. What does bitterness do for you? It causes illness, physical illness. It causes more pain. It causes you to lose control or lose focus. It causes you to be depressed. It can even lead you to your death. So, why do you need to let go? You need to let go so that you can be a success story too. One thing I know for sure is that some people who have actually hurt you might not know, or if they know, they don't have that heart that you think they should have to kind of see what they did and come and plead for forgiveness. You let go because you want to become a success story. How did I let go? I used the word of God. I used the word of God over and over and over and over again. I soaked myself in inspirational words that reminded me of who I was, words that told me and reminded me that I was uniquely made in God's image, words that reminded me that I was beautiful just the way I am, words that reminded me that I am special. And so if you are in that point right now where you have unforgiveness in your heart, I urge you today, whatever your belief is, I believe in Jesus Christ. Whatever your belief is, you need to find a source that you can align yourself with, and you need to know that you are special. You need to know that you're unique. You need to know that there's no one as important as you. You need to know that this too shall pass. And because of that, forgive. Until next time, when I bring you yet another exciting episode, I urge you to be motivated, be inspired, be of sentimental value, and above all, be authentic in all you do. Please do not forget to subscribe as Spreaker, subscribe to the 5-Minute Success Blueprint, and of course my blog is at yourinneryou.com. Until next time, bye for now.
Thank you for joining us on the 5-Minute Success Blueprint, where we encourage you to live life full and leave it empty. With your host, Dr. Princess Fumi Hancock, a nurse practitioner turned filmmaker, behavioral health and transformation interventionist, and a life coach mentor to many across the globe. Desiring to make a change in one's life is just half the battle. Taking deliberate strides to change one's situation will ultimately yield great results. We hope that you have gained some valuable lessons on today's show. Please join us next time when we bring you another exciting episode of the 5-Minute Success Blueprint. Until next time, live life with intent.